Alright, another borrow. Sweet, and this is the one that has the thingy that I need. Skeleton dog. Arg. Arg. Oh, the armor skill. Oh, because of my helmet. Need some more fatigue. Rest until I'm healed. Yo, what is that axe? Shit, I should have asked for a hammer. Aw, am I not allowed? Oh, hey, the Amulet of Infectious Charm. Fortify personality for 30 points. Weakness to common disease and drain fatigue. Okay. Oh, give me the axe! I want the axe! Oh, come on. How do I get the axe? Oh, man, that thing looks sick. Ooh, 300 gold. There's just a corpse just lying there. Well, I finally have that amulet and one raw doll ring. Oh, a level up. Rest and meditate on what I learned. Level 43. Well. I want more luck and personality, since I don't have those big bug potions anymore. And I feel like I have enough speed. Fix your ability to dodge. I mean, like, agility just seems so good. Can I have a little bit of Frothman's axe as a treat? Man, I get the axe. Maybe that's for another quest. Man, I want that thing. Okay, before I leave, I want to check out this, Fortress of Doom looking thing over here. The hell is this? Okay, I'm not even allowed inside. Castle Karstag throne room. What the fuck? Man, I was excited to get that axe. Check for more borrows. The hell? There's a ship here. This is a Dwemer ship. Huh. Some weird business going on with this. Why is my axe, like, draining their fatigue? Huh. Weird. Huh. Analyst Virith. Who are you? I think I've stumbled onto something. Ooh, surprise. Nobby Virith? Oh no, did a whole, like, Virith family die out here? Don't care about Sujama. Shin's okay. Don't care about Grief either. I've got plenty of strength. Although I have plenty of endurance too. This thing is still running? Look at the Dwemer ship. It can't still be. This is the airship. This is the airship that one asshole did. Or hired. Man, a lot of people died. Here, like brandy. It's worth a pretty penny. Shield, torches. Oh, dwarven mace. Steel dagger. Roberto Jodun. Captain's Journal. Ooh, this is gonna be quite a read. Journal of Captain Roberto Jodowin. Commander, Beauchamp Expedition. Entry 1. Today is the day. Beauchamp's airship seems sturdy enough, and the crew is ready to set sail. We'll travel north-northwest until we reach the island of Solstein. According to Beauchamp, the Rothman's Bane Wolf Formation is somewhere near the Mosring Mountains. The barrow we're set to explore is located at the Wolf's Eye. We'll get Beauchamp's precious magic item and be back at the Guild of Mages in a few days. What could possibly go wrong? Entry 4. Damn conjurers, sorcerers, inventors, scientists, and all their academic ilk. Beauchamp promised me his airship would hold together, promised me it could be sailed just like a sea-bound craft. All lies. This monstrosity is barely holding together. We've been trailing bits and pieces of it ever since we left Aldru. Just an hour ago, we lost one of the Dwemer cogs from the main engine. If this were a frigate or sloop, I'd be holding her together just fine. But alas, trying to control an airship is like setting to sea in a barrel with a spoon for an oar. Entry 6, land ho. Entry 7, it's normal for a crew member to get edgy, but the Argonian family went berserk. I told him repeatedly before we left Aldru that an airship sails in the sky and not on the water. He told me he understood, but his fear of heights must have finally taken... Argonian finally, not family. What the hell? Reading. Reading's hard. In a frenzied state, he grabbed the wheel and almost forced us into the sea. I had no choice but to run him through. Swims and Swells was his name, and a good crew member he was before this unfortunate incident. Would have preferred a burial at sea, but considering our current situation, we had no choice but to toss his body overboard. We aimed for the ocean, but by the time the airship had drifted over Solstheim, alas, I fear we missed and his corpse landed somewhere on the southeastern shore. Fuck. Entry 9. We've located Rothman's Bane. At least Beauchamp was right about something. The wolf formation runs from west to east, with the head and eye toward the eastern end. We'll look for a place to set down and then explore Huthran's Barrow, assuming that is where Beauchamp said it would be. I must also note that the going is slower than I'd like. There's a fell chill in the air, and I don't trust the dark clouds that have gathered over the mountains. Entry 11. We have been assailed by a blizzard, the likes of which I have never seen. I feared a storm like this. Or I just feared a storm. But could never imagined anything like this. Beauchamp's contraption is coming apart at the seams, and I don't think we can hold altitude. There's nowhere to land, but land we must. Entry 12. Dead. All of them dead. Most of the crew were killed instantly. Okay, now that's just a misspell. When the airship went down, the few that made it soon succumbed to the cold. I, alone, survived. Need to make a camp. Snow is blocking my way into the ship's hold. I go to the barrow in the morning. I can hardly write. My hands are nearly frozen. Yeah. Okay, like, I get that, maybe? Oh, I didn't even notice dead was misspelled. Whoops. But the fact that he went from, like, mostly spelling okay to not being able to finish the last few words is kind of funny. Entry 13, so cold, so cold. So hungry. Madness taking me. I can feel it. I see eyes, night eyes, wolf eyes. Hear them, so hungry. Eye of wolf coming, white wolf, so cool. Oh, so cool. I will take the journal. Well, I killed that white wolf. It wasn't a big deal. Well, that was funny. Well, I got the thing I wanted. Still need more borrows. I need more of the Stalwart. The hell is this? Looks like an altar. Well. Any borrows in chat? Oh, here's a barrow. Wonder if it's one I've already cleared out. Doesn't look like it. Excuse me. Thank you. I'm glad that this guy waited his turn. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I know my X skill isn't the greatest, but I don't feel like this should be happening. My unarmored is good enough. Okay. Better be some Stalrim in here. None? There's no Stalrim? Son of a... Ancient steel spear of the Snow Prince. Weakness to frost, frost damage, and disintegrate armor. It's kind of cool, and I do like spears. Fall of the Snow Prince. Oh, that's a bit fun. Oh well, let's read it. I'm gonna need more water here soon. Fall of the Snow Prince, an account of the Battle of the Most Ring as transcribed by Lokheim, chronicler to the chieftain Ingalder White-Eye. Huh, White-Eye. From whence he came we did not know, but into the battle he rode on a brilliant steed of pallid white. Elf we called him, for elf he was, yet unlike any other of his kind we had ever seen before that day. His spear and armor bore the radiant and terrible glow of unknown magicka, and so adorned this unknown rider seemed more white than warrior. What troubled, nay frightened us most at that moment was the call that rose from the elven ranks. It was not fear, not wonder, but an unabashed and unbridled joy. The kind of felicity felt by a damned man who has been granted a second chance at life. For at that time the elves were as damned and near death as ever they had been during the great skirmishes of Solstheim. The Battle of the Most Ring was to be the final stand between Nord and Elf on our fair island. Led by Ysgramor, we had driven the Elven Scourge from Skyrim, and were intent on cleansing Solstheim of their kind as well. Our warriors, armed with the finest axes and swords Nord craftsmen could forge, what about hammers, cut great swaths through the enemy ranks. The slopes of the Most Ring ran red with elf blood. Why, then, would our foe rejoice? Could one rider bring such hope to an army so hopeless? To most of our kind, the meaning of the call was clear, but the words were but a litany of elven chants and cries. There were some among us, however, the scholars and chroniclers, who knew well the words and shuddered at their significance. The Snow Prince is come. Doom is at hand. There was then a great calm that overcame the elves that still stood. Through their mass the Snow Prince did ride, and as a longboat slices the icy waters of the Fjalding, he parted the ranks of his kin. The magnificent white horse slowed to a gallop, then a trot, and the unknown elf rider moved to the front of the line at a slow, almost ghost-like pace. A Nord warrior sees much in a life, of bloodshed and battle, and is rarely surprised by anything armed combat may bring. But few among us that day could have imagined the awe and uncertainty of a raging battlefield that all at once went motionless and silent. Such is the effect the Snow Prince had on us all. For when the joyous cries of the elves had ended, there remained a quiet known only in the solitude of slumber. It was then our combined host, elf and Nord alike, were joined in a terrible understanding. Victory or defeat mattered little that day on the slopes of the Mosring Mountains. The one truth we all shared was that death would come to many that day, victor and vanquished alike. The glorious Snow Prince, and elf unlike any other, did come that day to bring death to our kind, and death he so brought. Like a sudden violent snow squall that rends travelers blind and threatens to tear loose the very foundations of the sturdiest hall, the Snow Prince did sweep into our numbers. Indeed, the ice and snow did begin to swirl and churn about the elf, as if called upon to serve his bidding. The spinning of that gleaming spear whistled a dirge to all those who would stand in the way of the Snow Prince, and our mightiest fell before him that day. Ulfgi and Vilhan, Storm the White, Freda Oakenwand, Heimdall the Frenzied, all lay dead at the foot of the Mosring Mountains. For the first time that day, it seemed the tide of battle had actually turned. The elves, spurred on by the deeds of the Snow Prince, rallied together for one last charge against our ranks. It was then in a single instant that the Battle of the Mosring came to a sudden and unexpected end. Finna, daughter of Jofur, a lass of only 12 years and squire to her mother, watched as the Snow Prince cut down her only parent. In her rage and sorrow, Finna picked up Jofur's sword and threw it savagely at her mother's killer. When the elf's gleaming spear stopped its deadly dance, the battlefield fell silent and all eyes turned to the Snow Prince. No one that day was more surprised than the elf himself at the sight that greeted them all. For upon his great steed the Snow Prince still sat, the sword of Jofur buried deeply in his breast. And then he fell from his horse, from the battle, from life. The Snow Prince lay dead, slain by a child. With their savior defeated, the spirit of the remaining elven warriors soon shattered. Many fled, and those that remained on the battlefield were soon cut down by our broad Nord axes. When the day was done, all that remained was the carnage of the battlefield. And from that battlefield came a dim reminder of valor and skill, for the brilliant armor and spear of the Snow Prince still shone. Even in death, this mighty and unknown elf filled us with awe. It is common practice to burn the corpses of our fallen foes. This is as much a necessity as it is custom, for death brings with it disease and dread. Our chieftains wished to cleanse Solstheim of the elven horde, in death as well as life. It was decided, however, that such was not to be the fate of the Snow Prince. One so mighty in war, yet so loved by his kin, deserved better, even in death, even if an enemy of our people. And so we brought the body of the Snow Prince, wrapped in fine silks, to a freshly dug barrow. The gleaming armor and spear were presented on a pedestal of honor, and the tomb was arrayed with treasures worthy of royalty. All of the mighty chieftains agreed with this course, that the elf should be so honored. His body would be preserved in the barrow for as long as the earth shows, but would not be offered the protection of our stalwart, which was reserved for Nord dead alone. So ends this account of the Battle of the Mosring, and the fall of the magnificent elven Snow Prince. May our gods honor him in death, and may we never meet his kind again in life. Well, I'm gonna be honest. Cool as this is, his spear kind of sucks. Like, even from a spear perspective, I mean, 2 to 6, I mean, the thrust is 1 to 18, sweet, but like, a regular battle axe is double the freaking damage. Not only is it double the damage, it's like... Like, the frost damage is so low. The disintegrate armor is kind of cute. Like, 10 to 30 points is not a lot, though. Like my armor piece alone has an armor rating of 58. Lord knows if that's how that works, though. I don't know, maybe it stacks, and maybe you can turn a heavily armored guy into someone that has no armor. I do like spears. But I didn't take spear as even a minor skill. Oh well, he's neato. Cool. No Stahlrimen in here though. Fuck. That was neat. Eddard Barrow is the one that I went in. The other bit... It's a Barrow over here. Oh yeah. There's one right over here. I don't know how many Solrim I need. Enemy? Should drink a little. It's not enough. Really don't have much of the restore health department. These potions do so very little. I have to find somebody somewhere to rest, it seems. Or just pull that back out. 80. Damn. So this is 4 total pieces of Stahlrim that I have now. Armor-wise, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 total pieces of like armor on a person's body. I think I want like a full set of this stuff. This stuff's cool. Getting close to Raven Rock. There's a Barrow to the west of Raven Rock. Along the coast. Protected by a lot of higher level enemies. Arg. Arg. These things do not go down easy. I am doing better though. I am doing better. Only 1 Stahlrim in here. Very limited resources, Stahlrim. Wonder if it ever comes back. Can't imagine it does. So there should be a few more on the way back to the castle. those are borrows. The castle over there. See, 2 right there. Guess those are just the last 2 that I know of. Then I'll go back and check what it'll take for the armor. Because I've disposed of corpses constantly, these guys keep coming back. Poor Bone Dog. Was I not being hit? Isn't there another drug? There's this thing. Bar does go down faster than my bar does. These are still tough little fights for me. Imagine what these fights are going to be like once I have the new gear. Just 1 stall room in here. Okie dokie. Could take off the note. Don't think it's a big deal, honestly. That is. I need to repair my ship. Ooh, 3 of them. Puts me up to 9. So if it's 1 stall room per piece, I could just say to not do the helmet for now. So that I can keep the iconic helmet look that I've been cultivating. And I gotta travel quite a distance north. I'll unpause when we get there. We are here now. Oh wait, no. Don't want to talk to Growing about this. You. Armor. Alright, well, let's start with the cuirass. Back in 2 days and it'll be ready. What about the weapon? Is the weapon ready? Here's your axe. Sweet. So what's a stall rim axe like? Oh, it looks sick. 1 to 40. Yep, that is better. Ooh, look at this bad boy. Icy. Might have them make me a hammer later. Just for the look of it. Thick. And it's a one-hander, so I can actually end up wearing a shield. I wish I could dual wield, but... yeah, I wish I could dual wield. I wish I could have 2 axes. That'd be amazing. That'd be truly berserker. Oh, well, we're gonna wait 2 days in front of this fucker. Oh, come on.